Hey everybody, Mark from Northeast Bass Fishing. How you guys doing? Well, finally, finally, today I want to talk about, is it the most popular beaver style bait? Well, we call it that because of Reaction Innovations and the Sweet Beaver. So it kind of created a whole new category of flipping and pitching baits when it came out. For you guys who remember when these first came out, they were the most popular baits going. Everybody was throwing them, everybody was catching fish on them, and they're still awesome. Now there's just more different types, as you guys have seen from the series of, the beaver style baits I've been doing. But I finally got to the Reaction Innovation Sweet Beaver. So for you guys who are fans of this bait, you'll enjoy this. It's going to take a while though, because there's a lot of colors. I was just looking on the Reaction Innovations website, and they said it's got somewhere between 59 and 60 colors, and there's a lot here. Some of these I will never remember the name of the color. Some of them may have been exclusive, some of them may be discontinued. I'll do my best, but if not, you'll be able to see them, and you guys may know what the color is. But they've got a ton. I do have a bunch in bags still, but I do have like 6 Plano boxes that I'll go through with you and show you all the different ones. Now there are 3 sizes that I have. The one I don't use as much, but I do have a few of. Every now and then I'll throw it just to see if I can, catch a big fish, because I'm going for, a monster. This is the double wide. This is the 5.2. This is the big size. And I only have 3 bags of it. I don't throw it a lot. And this color is just black and red. And that's probably why I bought it, because I love that black-red color. But it's actually easy to show you guys looking at the 5.2 size. So this is an inch bigger than the regular 4.2. And if you guys have never seen the Sweet Beaver before, it's your beaver style, it's that ribbed body. You've got your 2 flappers down here that come together. When they first get them, they're going to be together like that. You can just pull them apart. You can snip them with a scissor. And then you're going to get all that flapping motion from those, and then you're going to get the flapping motion from these guys on the side. Not a lot of different appendages. Comes through the weeds great. A classic bait. Everybody loves it. And this is the big size. This is the 5.2. And I only have a few of them, and that's the black-red. That color I can remember. The colors in the bags I'll remember, and some of them in the boxes I will, but not all of them. As I said, you guys may know better than me some of these colors, or be able to match them. I have the website for Reaction Innovations up. I'll do my best to kind of match them if I can. This is just a color I like a lot. It's just that watermelon green pumpkin. And I'll show you the 3 bags of the big 5.2s I have first. This is a color I like a lot. You got watermelon on one side, green pumpkin on the other side. Great color. I'm sure, I know I have all these in the smaller size, which I think is the more popular size. And the last of the big sizes I have is the Big Texan. That's the Big Texan in the 5.2. You can see these are old Reaction Innovation bags. I mean, I have so many of these. I don't remember the last time I bought a bag. I have so many of them. Big Texan's a great color. That dark on the one side, that lighter, orangey brownish color on the other side with that, orange flake, green flake, gold flake looks like. But that's the Big Texan. That's a great color. I love that. That's why I got those in the big size, because those are 3 colors I really like. That's all I've got of the big size, though. I don't have a lot of the 5.2s. Now, as I said, the most popular one is the 4.2. This is actually this is actually the infection color, but it was in a watermelon bag somehow. Whenever I must have lost the one bag and put it in this one. But here's the infection color, and you see that when you pull the 4.2s out, and you're like, wow, these are tiny, compared to those. I mean, just for a comparison for you. The 5.2 and the 4.2, I mean, that is a big difference. Big difference. It seems like more than just it's just everything is bigger. It's not just a longer bait. This color, and I'm sure I probably have it in the box too. This is the infection color. It's kind of like a green pumpkin. It's got like a green pumpkin, maybe watermelon color on the one side, a brownish color on the other side. That's a cool color. There's a couple of them there. So that's infection. This one, I think I think is the white trash color. I don't know. This tag is all, you know, from being in the boat. Can't read it anymore. And I got this at a place called Bass World. When I got this, I don't know what Bass World is. I have no idea. I assume this is the white trash color, I guess, or maybe this is just a pearl. I don't see any flake in it of any kind. But, you know, don't discount flipping and pitching these white baits. Sometimes, early in the spring, especially when fish are moving up to bed, these are great. When water is murky, these are really great. You know, when the water is really stained, you've had some big storms, you're fishing the river system and the water is really dirty. These white flipping and pitching baits can be the ticket. All right, so I'm going to go through the bags first, and then I'll start going through the boxes, and we'll try and see if we can figure out some of those colors. Here's a popular color, the California 4.2, or California 420, however you want to say it, which to me is really like a dark, this one obviously has been thrown, it's all torn up. It's like a dark pumpkin, red flake on one side, and it looks a little lighter to me on this side. Let's see another one. That one's definitely been in the water. It's a little chewed up. I don't know, maybe it's the same all the way through. But to me, it's kind of like a dark melon with red flake and black flake too. I don't know if there's any other flake in there. But that's your California 420, a popular color. I'm gonna say that a lot, they're all popular. There's not a bad color in the lot. Let's see, here is Hematoma, which is a black blue swirl. Hematoma. You can see that. Looks like it's got a little purple flake in there too, which I didn't realize. But that's kind of like a black blue swirl. Looks like it's got some purple flake in there. But another good color, Hematoma. Remember, lots of colors. Lots of colors, lots of colors. Here's the tramp stamp. And some of them have funny names. Of course, with a bait named Sweet Beaver, you're going to assume that they're going to have some funny names on the... which we always got a kick out of when they first came out. But here's your tramp stamp, which is a green pumpkin, black blue flake. Green pumpkin on one side, black blue flake on the other. And that is tramp stamp. Another good one. All right, what do we got here? This is watermelon gold. Watermelon gold. As I said, some of these colors may not be around anymore. Just looking at the list, I saw some colors on there I'd never heard of, and I haven't bought a bag in a while because I've got so many. But here's your watermelon with your black and gold flake in there. Real nice clear water color. Very, you know, bluegill-like color. And as I said, you know, even with the small ones, if you got these little guys together, just pop them apart. You can use a scissor, but they pull apart pretty easy. You just don't want to tear it. Get your leg off. But there you go. Some people like these as jig trailers. To me, they're a little too bulky. When I show you the smaller size, the smaller beaver, that's more of a, to me, more of a Ned trailer bait. I don't like the 4.2 on a jig trailer, really. This one is called Magic Craw Swirl. Magic Craw Swirl. If I can open it, I'll show it to you. So you've got your green pumpkin, your light blue swirl in there. Good color, very good color. Magic Craw Swirl. So if you like that color, that's called Magic Craw Swirl. I'm just gonna turn this sound off on this phone because I hear beeping and I don't want to hear that in the video. Here's a color I like a lot. This corn dog color. Just kind of like your, you know, your pumpkin, you know, brownish pumpkin bait with that chartreuse on the tips. I always like that on there. Pull those apart. Oh, I kind of did a lousy job on that one. Sometimes a scissor is not a terrible idea. Pop that apart. There you go. Those be flapping around in the water. So that's corn dog. That's a good one. If you see a color you don't like, let me know. So these are, I guess the packaging is like this. I think. I don't know. As I said, I haven't bought these in a while. I've got so many, as you are going to see. This is the older packaging. And this is the color they called Waterbug. So some of these ones, these older packages, may be the ones they don't make anymore. They may make them and more. But this Waterbug color is cool. It's like a purple with like a greenish flake on the one side, like a watermelon, I guess that is, with a red and black flake on the other. So that two-tone color is really awesome. Another cool one. And back in the day, there were so many colors that came out. Every time you go to the tackle shop, it seemed like there was another color available, and you'd be like, okay, well, I'll go try that one. And these, I think these are 3 of the same. As you can tell, I threw green pumpkin a lot because there's some in the box, and there's 3 bags of them here. And who knows, sometimes I might have got these somewhere, they were on sale or something, and I just stocked up on green pumpkin. But really, if you want just one, you can't go wrong with green pumpkin. Everybody wants green pumpkin, so take your dye markers, put a little orange on there, a little chartreuse. Great color. Probably everybody's favorite color in every date, green pumpkin. Okay, that's the ones I have in the bags. Now, we got 6 boxes full of these, and I'll do my best to show them all to you. And as I said, I'm not going to remember these colors in a million years. I'll do my best on some of them. But this box here, I'm going to try to show you these without dumping them. Here's the Smalley Beaver. So if you're looking for a finesse bait, this is really good on a Ned, by the way. I've never flipped and pitched the Smalley Beaver, which I'm not even sure what size it is. If it's a 3-inch, if it's it's probably a 3.2. That would be my guess. I don't remember. But this is a great Ned bait. This I would use this more as a jig trailer than the 4. I just find the 4.2 and obviously that 5.2 too bulky for me as a jig trailer. But this little guy can do a good job for you. This can do a good job for you. I always just cut off a little here and get that a little flatter. Put that on an open water sniper and drag it around and see how you make it out. But I don't know all these colors. That's kind of like a blue pumpkin swirl, kind of like that one I showed you. And I don't want, if I just try to dig through and try to remember every color here, the video will be 7 hours long. I don't want to do that to you guys. It's like a blue pumpkin swirl, kind of like that Magic Cross swirl, but different. Here's a cool one. It's kind of like a green purple swirl. That's in the Smalley Beaver. And here's that. I think this is that Magic Craw and the 3-inch one. The Magic Craw swirl. That blue with that green pumpkin. So that's in these boxes. There's some scattered ones of those small 3-inch size. Here's the black neon one. Some of the colors I'll remember. That's a color, obviously, you guys know I'm going to love. It's the black and red, and then it's got the chartreuse on the tail. That's a great color. I love that one. Not sure what this guy is. It's kind of like a little bit of everything in there. A bunch of flake, like a bluish. If you guys know what that color is. That's a cool one. They're all really neat. I think this is the Coon Nasty color. I don't know if this is Big Texan or Coon Nasty. This might be Big Texan because it has more flake in it, I think, than the Coon Nasty. And as I said, I do not want this video. Here I go already trying to figure out which each color is. Yeah, I don't think that's the Big Texan. That might be the Coon Nasty one. Yeah, I think that's the Coon Nasty one, which is a color I like a lot. That that dark color with the orangey color, a little kind of like a purple hue to it. That's a good one. This is one of their red ones, which I don't remember the name of. I think they came out, the bait was so popular and everybody was just loving all the new colors every time they come out. I think they just like, well, let's come up with another one. This is kind of like an Okeechobee crawl type color. They may call it that. I don't know. Let me get to that Sweet Beaver page on. There it is right there. That's the page on the Reaction Innovations website. I'll do a quick peek on a few of these. Yeah, I think this one is Okeechobee Craw. This is better because it kind of shows all the colors. always never know how well that shows up on the. So I can kind of try to kind of give you an idea of some of these colors. Let me see if I can figure out what that red one is. I don't think it's rhythm and blues. I think it looks more like hot tamale. Yeah, I think this one is hot tamale. Here's one, a cool one. This is like a gold watermelon with some blue swirl in it. Which kind of looks, it doesn't look like the Magic Cross swirl though, which I see on here. Let's see if I see anything similar that I can kind of narrow it down for you. I don't see that one on here. So, as I said, that might, oh, actually might be that one right there. Soft Pappy. That might be Soft Pappy. And here's a cool, this might be Infection again. I'm not sure, I'm gonna look on here. I think it's either Infection or Warmouth. It might be Warmouth. I don't think it's Infection. No, I would say that's probably Warmouth. If I'm saying that right. Is it Warmouth or Warmouth? It's like Warmouth. I think that's Warmouth color. This one here, this might, that was not even listed. There's a picture that looks like it, but it's not, there's no color listed on there. As I said, this one is, I believe, hot tamale. This one, though, is darker. Could be, oh, that says hot tamale. That's hot tamale there. That says hot tamale there. There's hot tamale in 2 spots. This could be rhythm and blues, but I don't think it is. I mean, I guess this could be hot tamale if I'm wrong with the other one. Not sure, but it's like a dark red one. As I said, I don't want to take forever with these. And here's just like a pumpkin, brown pumpkin color, some black flake. That's one box. 5 to go, guys. All right. Let's see what we got in here. Not as many in here to look at. There you go. I don't remember what they called this one. This is their other Beaver that had these. They came out with this one for a while. I thought it was okay. I like the Sweet Beaver better though. I don't remember what they called this one. Got a couple of those, like a watermelon red and that Okeechobee craw. That one was okay, but I think the original one is better. It's okay. I only got a couple of those. Here's one of the smally Beavers and like a smoke with silver and black flake in it. Actually, yeah, that's in the smally Beaver there. Here's the one I think is white trash. I think that other one just might be an old one. It's a pearl. They don't make it anymore. But let me see what's on here. Yeah, white trash looks like this one because it's got the silver flake in it. I would say that's what this is. So there's white trash for you. Because then I've got this one here, which I don't see on the list anymore. This is kind of just like a clear white type color, and that's definitely not on there anymore. So this might be an old color they don't make anymore. I would say this is just a regular watermelon. Watermelon with some black flake in there. Looks like a watermelon red and black flake. That's my guess. Really cool color. This guy here, this is a neat one. It's kind of like that purple on one side. I thought I showed you one that looked like this. I don't know if this is like water bug. This might be that water bug one. Let's see if it's on here. Yeah, I see it on there, but they don't have a name on it. My guess is it's that water bug color. Yeah, it's not that one. It's not delicious. I would say it's probably that water bug color. I don't know. There are so many colors. Let's see if I click on the actual colors. Watermelon gold sold out. What did I say this was? Water bug. Let's see if water bug. All right, let's see what we got. If it pops up on there. Yeah, I would say it looks pretty much like it could be water bug, like that one I showed you before. It could be that. There's that. I think I showed you kind of one like that too. Of course, I don't remember what the color was. But you guys get the idea. It's kind of like a blue swirl, pumpkin swirl. So that box, not too bad. Not a million in there to choose from. Let's see what we got over here. Give you a good look at this. Flop them all out. So here's some of your, your black and blues. Like black and blue. Here's your black, blue flake in it. Here's just a, like a sapphire blue or whatever they call it. They call it backwater blue, which I believe that one is backwater blue. I believe this is black light. I think I'm gonna go with it. I'm not 100% sure, but I would say that's probably black light. It's because that black with purple, but it doesn't seem that purple on the one side, but I guess it is. That's probably black light. This one is probably the hematoma color that I showed you before, although it could be blank check. So it's close to those. There's another one in there. Can't even see what that name is. Something special. That's not it though. They got a few different blacks and blues, but I would say that's probably blank check. That's my guess. But you get the idea. It's a black and blue bait. This is one I don't see on there. This is kind of just like a silvery flake, clear with a white and silver, some darker flake in there. It's kind of cool. And then there's this guy right here. Let me see if I can see that on there. It's cool with those red on the tail. That should be easy to pick out if it's actually available. It is. It's on there, but it doesn't have a color listed on it. So I'm not sure what that color is. But if you want, if it's like a watermelon red black flake with the red on the tail. I'm not sure the name of that color exactly. And a few of the smallie beavers in some different colors. Pumpkin with a little purple hue to it. This kind of looks like the infection color in the 3-inch smallie beaver. And another one of the different ones that I showed you before, but in the small size. Alrighty, we're getting there. We're getting there. This box is loaded. This is usually the one I throw in the boat, I think. This has got like the June bugs. Good old June bug. Here's like it's June bug on one side and like a blue on the other. I think I saw that on there. Let me see if I can match that one up for you. It's probably hard to tell. They've got so many different blue, purple colors. It could be low life. It could be penetration. I'm not sure. It's kind of like a blue, like a. Definitely got some different colors in there. Let's see. I don't know where I got it from. There's kind of like your blue with a little pumpkin in it, that brown back. So like I said, if you guys know these colors, if you're up on Sweet Beavers, you'll probably know some of these colors better than I do. This is a cool one. It's like a watermelon with a pumpkin on the other side. And as I said, I'm sure these have their names, but there's way too many for me to remember all of them. It's another bluish type color as the dogs start to bark. A little purplish to it. This looks like that green pumpkin blue swirl. What do we got here? This is like a pumpkin, and that, I think I kind of showed you one like this before. So they have lots of different two-tone colors, which is just so cool. This is kind of like a flat, I don't even know what you'd call that. Kind of goldish, kind of like an off pumpkin of some kind. That's a cool one. And as I said, some of these they may not make anymore. Here's another one that's like really with that red with all the different flakes in it. What color that is, I Can't say for sure. They all look like hot tamale to me, but I'm sure it could be something different. Here's that green pumpkin with that blue on the one side, that darker like blue flake. This is kind of like your sprayed grass color. And this one here is kind of like a greenish purplish. I think I showed you that in the Smalley Beaver. I'll even forget from box to box because, like I said, there's so many. All right, there's that box. Here's some of the first boxes that I put together when the Sweet Beaver came out. It's overwhelming when you look at them. It's like every time I think I've seen every color, I see some more. But then some of them start to look the same. But probably as I got them, put them in boxes, you get more and you put them in boxes. Like here's like kind of a swirl, pumpkin, you know, orangey, clear color. That's a cool one. I think this is the Big Texan, which is a good color. One of my favorites. There's another blue. Here's the one that's got the little more blue on it. Which blue one that was in on their list, I'm not sure. Because then you've got this one. This is the one that's got the blue on the tail. I think I saw that one. Let's see if I can figure that one out for you. That might be the one that they call, I can't even tell what that says. Something special. Maybe hillbilly special? Something like that. Something special. That's got the blue on the tips on the tail. Just your good old black with red flake. Let's see. Now, these are both in different sections, but they both look the same. I don't know if they're both. I don't know if one's Coon Nasty and one is Big Texan again, or if they're both just Big Texan. I might add two sections of those. I know I've shown you the one like this already. So some of these might have the same color in them. And as I said, you know, you get them, I make the box, and then you get more, you make another box. That one I showed you. This, I think, is that color I had over here before. I think it kind of looks like that, but I'm not sure. It's kind of like it's got like that purple with all that sparkle in it. There's another one, more of that dark red type ones. This is kind of a cool one. It's got the red on the one side, that pumpkin on the other. I thought I saw that on there. That one I might be able to determine the color. I don't know. Now that I look at them, I'm not sure. There's just too many colors. I don't think it's Bloody Mary, but it's a cool color. If you like something with a little red in it, that's a good one. And this looks just like good old green pumpkin. I can remember that color. So I think that's that box. Oh, here's one. I think this is a green pumpkin gold. I don't think I showed you that one. That's a cool one. Green pumpkin with a gold flake. And remember, some of these colors they may not make anymore because, you know, some of these boxes are old. Just like those bags. And the last one. This is kind of like my green pumpkins, my watermelons, those type of colors. Some similar to the ones like this I believe is that infection. I think that we've seen a bunch of times. Got a few of those in different spots. Here's just your another green pumpkin. You can tell I throw green pumpkin a lot. This is kind of like that watermelon candy type color, green pumpkin candy. I don't know if it has a name, but there's like some different ones here. Then there's like this watermelon with all this different flash in it, all different sparkle. And like these are three like different colors, but they're all just a little bit different, but they're all very similar. And they're just right there in a row, like a I don't know what that one is, but it's cool. That was a problem, you know, at the heart of when these became popular, is there were so many cool colors that came out. There's that pumpkin with that green on the chartreuse on the tail again, which I like. Here I showed you two in the 5.2, but here's the green pumpkin watermelon on the one side, that two-tone, very nice. This looks like to me to be like a green pumpkin, red flake, red and black flake. You guys can see that. Showed you the green pumpkin. This is a green pumpkin on the one side, the chartreuse on the other. You can see that two-tone color. This to me looks like just like a watermelon red. That's easy to determine. And I think this is that green pumpkin gold. I think this is it. Watermelon gold, sorry. Yeah, I think this is it here. Watermelon gold there. And that's, I believe, the infection again that I've shown you 100 times. And that, probably, if I sat there and went, like, tried to determine every single color, we'd be here all day. You guys get the idea. It's a great bait. Tons of colors. As I said, that's now 59, 60 colors it says on there. A lot of them here you've seen. Some of these might be, you know, discontinued, might have been exclusives at the time. But there's lots of colors to choose from. They're readily available. Everybody has. If there's a tackle shop and they don't have these, I'm shocked. You know, this is kind of what sparked this whole video, was beaver style baits, and this is what started the trend. The reaction to innovation, Sweet Beaver, started the trend. And somebody asked me, like, how do I choose which, you know, of all these different beaver style baits I showed you guys, which one do I choose when I'm going fishing? And usually I kind of have 2 or 3 different ones in the boat. Obviously, I'm not bringing all of these on the boat. I wouldn't have room for anything else. And I overpack enough as it is. But usually what I'll do is I'll throw a few bags of the colors I like in the boat, of each kind. I'll have some water beetles. I'll have some of the Sweet Beavers. Sometimes I'll throw the fuzzy beaver in from Riot Baits, depending on what I'm throwing. Throw some D-bombs in. If I know if I'm going to a lake that's got a lot of grass, and I know I'm gonna flip and pitch a jig, I'm gonna flip and pitch a creature bait. And then I'll also probably have some kind of a tube bait with me too that I'll throw. But if you guys have never thrown a beaver style bait before, start with this one. They're easy to get. Everybody's got them. Not really too expensive. Lots of great colors, and it works. It works. It's a great bait. I usually use a 4/0 hook. If you guys like a regular flipping hook, that's fine. I usually use that, or an EWG hook, flipping hook. Depending on how deep of water I'm fishing, how thick the cover is. 3/8 half-ounce tungsten head, my 20-pound fluoro flipping stick, and have fun. And when you throw baits like this, really be a line watcher. A lot of times you'll flip this into heavy cover, next to a log, next to a rock, whatever. You're not going to definitely feel it. Your pole isn't going to bend over, but the line will just swim out. The line will just swim out, and you'll know you got a fish on there. So get in the habit of being a line watcher, especially when you're flipping and pitching soft plastics, because the bass just, you know, come over and they munch it, and then they just start swimming off with it. And that's when you know. You may not feel the bite, but if you're watching your line, you'll see that line move off. But all these colors, there's not a bad. I didn't. If you guys saw a bad one, let me know what it is. But I think you could pick any one. I have some colors that I have confidence in. I like these guys, like that have that like little chartreuse on there. I like that. These natural colors, like these watermelon candies and different sparkles on them, I always like those. To me, they might make the fish think it's like bluegill, things like that. Sometimes the darker colors are good. Sometimes throwing something like that hematoma, those blues and blacks, sometimes they're the best colors. You know, experiment, see what the fish want. And a lot of times, if you just start with green pumpkin, that's a good way to go. Green pumpkin is hard to beat. Green pumpkin is hard to beat. But as you can see, I mean, they're all just fantastic looking colors. They all work. It's a good bait, pretty durable. If you go fishing for the day and you have a bunch of them torn up on the deck of your boat, you had a good day. You had a good day and got a lot of bites. But that, my friends, is the Reaction Innovations Sweet Beaver. The one that started it all. And for you guys, you know, that were fishing in the 90s and the 2000s, early 2000s, this bait, when this came out, I don't know what year it was. Was it late 90s, early 2000s? I don't remember for sure, but when this came out, this was the most popular popular thing going. And they came out with a ton of colors. They still have a ton of colors. I'm sure if anybody loves to flip and pitch, you know, heavy cover, I'm sure they've got this bait on their boat. I'm sure they do. It's the one that started it all. It started the craze. So I'll put a link. I mean, you guys can get these at your local tackle shops. You can get them at Tackle Warehouse, Land Big Fish, right from, if you want some of the colors that maybe those places don't have. But I think Tackle Warehouse have like 50 some odd colors. They're not hard to find online. I'll just throw a few links. You can check. I'll probably just throw you the Reaction Innovations link, and you guys can go on there. And when they're on sale, I don't know what they even costed. I mean, I think at full price it's $6 a pack, something like that. When they're on sale, it's even less. So just check it out. But if you have not thrown this bait yet, give it a shot. Give it a shot. If you like to flip and pitch, and which I do, if I could just go to lakes and flip and pitch all day, I'd be a happy camper. I'm always throwing jigs. I always have jigs setups in the summertime, in flipping and pitching season, and I always have a creature bait and a tube ready to flip too. So check them out. Check them out. They're fantastic. Fantastic baits. Now, I know that's a lot to take in as far as colors go. If you guys saw a particular color that you can't figure out what it is, and you really want to know and you want to find it, you know, you could ask me in the description. I can try and figure it out for you. I can, you know, scour the internet, but I'm sure you guys will do the same thing. But as I said, there is a ton of colors available. So it's not like you probably saw one here that you can't find. I don't think a lot of these are discontinued. A lot of them are on there. But going through 60 colors takes a long time. This only took us, though, well, what am I saying? It's 36 minutes, so it did take longer than I thought. But that's it. The Reaction Innovation Sweet Beaver. I highly recommend it if you guys like to flip and pitch soft plastics. It's just great. It's just great. You can't go wrong with it. And good luck with it. So any questions, please let me know. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And there actually are a few other beaver style baits that I haven't showed you yet. There is a couple I think I got on there to go. So this isn't quite finished yet. So there are some more that might interest you. All right. So I will see you guys soon on YouTube. Mark out.